So I will carry on showing you the crab apples since I was talking about crab apples. And these are trees that are grown in Europe. They were bought as partly trained trees and then we refined them. So some of them have got massive trunks. This one I used to show at our display at Wisley, so it's come back from Wisley. It hasn't got so many flowers this year, but crab apples, like most flowering trees, they flower well every year. So this year the flowers are extremely good. Look at it, absolutely covered in flower. And then the next year they won't have so much flower. They always take a year's rest in between. So if this year's flowers are good, next year's flowers will not be so good. So here we have all our crab apples. I reckon there are about 200 of these in different stages of training, but most of them are finished trees. So this is our crab apple. I think this is just the Halliana. I'm not sure about the species or variety. I will just show you some other crab apples that I have in my garden, and I will just take you for a casual walk. This is down our corridor of our Zen meditation center, and I will show you some more crab apples. So I'm here showing you another crab apple. This crab apple, believe it or not, was grown from seed which my son collected when he was a little boy of about 10 years old, 9 or 10 years old, in 1980 from Kew Gardens. He collected about 100 of these tiny little fruit. They were no bigger than about 1/4 inch in size, very tiny yellow fruit. And we sowed several of these. In fact, I used to sell the seedlings. And I brought this plant with me when I came here in 1986. So it's a huge tree now, covered in blossom, absolutely gorgeous tree with lovely scent. While I'm here, I'll show you, this is a huge maple that I also planted in 1986. No thicker than 1 inch in diameter, and now it has a diameter about 18 inches at the base. And the tree spreads about 30 feet easily or more either way. My white cherry, this is Taihaku, slightly green color, but as it ages it goes pink. So the cherry trees are almost finished. Let me just show you the crab apple I was talking about. We've had no rain for 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, so the ground is parched. And today is a cloudy day and we are expecting some rain, I believe, later on in the afternoon. But this is the other side of the crab apple, spreading tree of about 50-foot spread and about every bit 30 foot high. One single tree. More maples in the garden, and this is a red crab apple that I also planted back in 1986. It has red leaves, copper-colored leaves, and the flowers are deep pink, but it hardly produces any fruit. So we grow these flowers mainly for the bees. And while I'm here in the back garden, there is a tree that may look a bit dead to you, but I can assure you it's not dead. I want to bring you close to the tree because this is, you may recognize it, it is Cercis canadensis, and it has the purple leaf. I love the Cercis because they produce these flowers from very old wood. Look at it, thick old branch of about 2 or 3 inches in diameter, and look at the flower buds coming from the old wood. So this is the Cercis. A related tree is the Cercis siliquastrum, which is called the Judas tree, but that has got green leaves. This one is a purple leaf form, and because it was purple leaf, that's why I planted it. I'm now going to take you for a walk to my maple grove. I did some shots of it just before the leaves were coming out, but I'll show you another shot now. In the space of a week and with the warm temperatures, all the leaves have started emerging, and now it's like a dense jungle. I'm going to show you these trees because, like they showed you in the front of my house, there are 5 other Deshojos that I purchased from Japan, from Kyushu in Japan, and there are 5 Deshojos in here. This one in the front is also a Deshojo, but it's already turned the slightly orangey color. It was sold to me as a Deshojo, but it's quite different from the other Deshojos in the background. Look at those ones. They're completely different. And that one, I'm not sure what the variety is, but it's got beautiful lime green color. And it becomes so dense when it is fully in leaf. But I love this magical quality about the maple grove. I can't see the sky now, it is so dense. Beautiful effect. I will now take you back into the greenhouse because I want to follow up the coloring of Deshojos. Let me begin by showing you some of these Deshojos which emerged in the open. They still have this lovely red color. And now I'm going to turn around and take you into the greenhouse because I've got Deshojos back in the greenhouse which came out into leaf about maybe 4 weeks ago. And I did show some videos of them in beautiful vivid color, but look at them now. They have started turning green. So this was a Deshojo with vibrant red color, and already it's starting to turn green. These were all Deshojos, and look at the leaves now turning green. And the parent tree from which I air most of my Deshojos, that's also turned green. So for those who are not familiar with Deshojo, they always think that the Deshojo stays red all year round, but this is not so. Deshojos are admired for their spring color, and once the color is finished, the rest of the summer it is green because the sun will produce chlorophyll and it forces itself to produce chlorophyll and therefore turns green. These are all Deshojos, and as you can see, they're gradually turning green. I will take you to another one. This batch here, they were all Deshojos, and you can see how they have already turned green. So Deshojos do not stay red all through the year. So don't be disappointed if you purchase a Deshojo and it's red for only like 4 or 5 weeks, sometimes 6 weeks, at the very most 2 months. And after that, they turn green. And talking of maples turning color, if you remember, I showed you pictures of my Benichidoris. Benichidoris came out a very soft pink. This is a Benichidori. It's turned completely green. These were all Benichidoris, and they've all turned green. So the spring color only stays for a short while. And this is typical of a lot of these things that the Japanese love, like the cherry trees. Nothing is forever. It emphasizes the transient nature of life. We enjoy it for a moment, enjoy it, and then it's gone. There you are. And on that philosophical note, I will end this little tour of the nursery, and I hope you enjoy this very much.